Okay, we have to write down the value of 64 to the power of a half. Well, what does to the power of a half mean? That means the square root. So that is exactly the same as writing the square root of 64, okay? Which is quite simply 8. That's it. To the power of a half means square root. 8 eighths is 64. Okay, now this one. 8 over 125 all to the power of minus 2/3. Where do we start? Well, we have a negative power, which means we can rewrite this with a positive power to the plus 2/3 by taking the inverse of the fraction. Okay? What I mean is this. We're using the fact that, let's see, x to the minus 1, say, okay, that's the same as 1 over x. Or 1 over x to the power of 1, which is just 1 over x. Okay? Another example, if we had x to the power of minus 3, then that's the same as 1 over x to the power of plus 3. Okay? So, we're going to use that here. The first thing to do is to write the power as plus 2/3, which means we flip the fraction. Okay? So, that's the same as 125 over 8 to the power of plus 2/3. Because negative powers means the inverse. The inverse of 8 over 125 is 125 over 8. Good. Where next? Right, let's look at the power. To the power of a half means take the square root. To the power of a third means take the cubed root, okay? So if that were just 1 over 3 instead of 2 over 3, we'd have to take the cubed root of 125 and the cubed root of 8. And that's very convenient because they're nice whole numbers. That's a cube number. The cubed root of 125 is 5, because 5 times 5 is 25, times 5 is 125. And the cubed root of 8 is 2. 2 times 2 is 4, times 2 is 8. So we want to turn this into a third somehow, and we can. We're going to use the bracket rule. So anything to some power, brackets, and then all to another power, that's the same as, you multiply the powers, that's the same as x to the power of a times b. Okay? And that's what we're going to use here. We're starting with this, and we're going to rewrite it like this. 2/3 is 2 times a third, or a third times 2. And we're going to use that. So, this becomes 125 over 8 to the power of a third, and that's what we want. We want to take the cube root of this and this, because they're nice whole numbers. But we put that whole thing in brackets, squared. We're using this rule because the x, if you like, is 125 over 8. The a is a third, and the b is 2. So 125 over 8, all to a third, all squared, is the same as 125 over 8 to the power of a third times 2, which is 2/3. Good. So now we'll leave the outer brackets and the squared, and we'll deal with what's inside. So to the power of a third means take the cubed root, like we talked about. Cubed root of 125 is 5, and the cubed root of 8 is 2. Okay? And now it's just 5 over 2 squared. So we square the top and we square the bottom. So 5 squared is 25, 2 squared is 4. So that's the answer. But it's top heavy at the moment, so let's simplify. Simplify it, keep going. We're not quite finished. It's an improper fraction. It's good form to leave it as a proper fraction, your answer. So 4 goes into 25 6 times. 6 fours is 24, remainder 1. So it's 6 and 1 over 4. And that is the final answer. And that is how it's done. Thank you for watching. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, please click the like button, and it would be a massive help if you could subscribe. It would also be amazing if you could support me on Patreon. All the papers and everything are on my website, drgem.com, and I'm also on social media. Thank you.